Hi everyone, Intuitive Edge here. Welcome to my channel. This is where we take an intuitive look at what's going on in our world. So I have a lot to share. I had some interesting stuff come to me last night. Before I get into any of that, I just want to say I hope everyone out there is doing well. I am in a little smoky area where I live. Thankfully, I'm not in imminent fire danger, but it is very smoky and hazy through much of the Pacific Northwest where I live in the United States. If you are in an area that is smoky, a little tip, I've got a diffuser going in my house. Actually, I have 3 of them, and I've been using lavender oil in my diffuser, essential oil of lavender. So if you can get your hands on lavender oil and run some diffusers in your house. I also have an air circulator that's an air purifier. It seems to really be helping. So can't do much about what's going on outside, but indoors the air quality is stable and it's helping me sleep better having the lavender going. So just a little tip there. I hope everyone is doing well. If you're in an affected area, that you're safe and everyone's doing well. Okay. So last night, I was sitting at my computer doing something mundane and started having messages come to me, just intuitive messages. And usually when they come to me when I'm doing something mundane like washing dishes or doing laundry or folding laundry or something. That's when my messages hit me. And last night I decided to just sit down and start writing notes about what I was getting because it actually felt really good. I think I have some good news to pass along to you. So I've got my notes here. I'm going to be reading off my notes. So what I got a sense of is that coming up this week, and I think Tuesday, I got like the 15th or the 16th, somewhere in there for September. I got a feeling of the wait being over, and a message pointing to an end. Something about judgment having been passed and now the wait is over. What I saw was what we wanted in terms of forthright things being forthcoming, that is beginning to happen. And moving on, many sad, okay, my notes are kind of choppy, but I'll fill in the blanks as I go. Many are sad, but many more will be rejoicing. So it's going to be sad for some and a matter of rejoicing for others. And I got like celebration and happiness. I had a really nice feeling with this. I'm like, what is this feeling I'm getting? And I just got something really good is coming. Something really good is coming. That's what I felt. Okay. And then I wrote the end of a nightmare. That's nice. Okay. And I think, honestly, this has to do with the Durham Probe. I'm pretty sure that's what I was getting. I got, will proceed with charges against many. Few will walk away. The media will be sad. Reports of it will be sad. The rest of us will be glad. That's what I wrote. Okay. All right. Let me get to my other notes. I've got one contact in, so I'm trying to see with one eye. All right. Spin-off investigation will be born from this. Okay, here's what I was downloading, what I was getting. Whatever comes of the Durham report, something is going to spin off from that. Now, we don't see this yet. We don't have any clue what this is yet. It's not here. It's not being dealt with. But something is going to be spun off from the Durham report. And we're going to see investigations. We're going to see probes. We're going to see congressional hearings. We might even see another special counsel. There's something coming that's related to what the Durham Probe comes up with. Okay, and it's unrelated now, but somebody's going to tie it in later. And there's going to be people, there's going to be people that are looking into things as a result of it. Okay, I wrote committee hearings, congressional hearings. I also wrote it feels good. Though it feels like somebody is finally kicking over that last stone that hasn't been unturned yet. It's like we're finally getting to the meat of it, finally getting to the bottom of this. New faces in Congress. Okay, this is also what I got. Replacements. Many will lose their seats in the coming election, and the entrenched will continue to lose power. And what I saw in specifics, in broad general terms, there's going to be some upsets in the House probably, and possibly the Senate. But in the House, there's going to be some seats upset. People that have been long entrenched there for a long time might be out of a job in November. And new faces, new people are coming in. What I saw specifically was a man, and I don't know who he is or what state he's from. I tried to tune into it. I think he's going to be from somewhere in the Midwest, possibly Ohio. But he's got dark hair, and he's about 5'10", maybe kind of a slender build. But he's like Trey Gowdy on steroids. I mean, he's like a power punch guy. And he's a no-nonsense guy. And I got that he's going to be a fresh face in Washington. A lot of people are thinking, oh, there's a freshman. I got the sense of him, like a little story coming to me. I got the sense of these congressional hearings that I believe are going to be coming up in the next 2 to 3 years. I got the sense of him being on one of these committees that's doing some hearings, and there's somebody that goes in, maybe some big power person that thinks that they're above the law. They go to this congressional hearing, and they're all, yeah, I'll answer questions. And this guy, this new face, absolutely picks apart and slaughters this person. And when that happens to a couple of people are like, they're going to start to be afraid of this guy. At first they won't be. They're going to think, oh, he's just afraid. He doesn't know what he's doing yet. But they're going to learn real soon not to underestimate him. This freshman guy coming into Congress is the real deal. Look for some guy, dark hair. Anyway, he's going to be the real deal. And I just sense that this person is actually, he's a high level person, but I think he's got like a divine type of persona or hand upon him. And that's why he's being motivated to be in office. He's working from higher principles. He will be elected this November. I got a force field around this person makes him impenetrable. Yeah, I saw that like, I don't know how to describe this. It's almost like a force field or some type of defensive space, invisible to the naked eye, of course. But it was like this defensive space around this guy. He walks in, I see him walking into the House chamber, and he's just completely protected. Now, I think I've mentioned before in a previous video, and this is going to sound weird if you don't believe this kind of stuff, but oh well. You're here, so listen at your own risk. In the House chamber, I saw in a previous vision I had that there is what I would call a thought form that has developed over time that is part of the fabric of the House chamber. Okay? When people who have abilities and maybe don't know it, and they have strong emotions, they can create what's called a thought form that actually is like their own projected thoughts. And over time, if that thing gets enough energy, it can actually take on a life of its own and become like a conscious thing. Okay? Now, I know that's going to sound weird to some. That's just saying, okay? For what it's worth, just saying this. But anyway, there's one of those that is in the House chamber. And what I see is it is actually attached to one of the walls. And whenever house is in session, I see this thing kind of coming alive, and it comes down. It's like this bulbous, dark, negative energy thing, and it's seeking to feed. It's seeking energy from people who are willing to give it negative energy. And I see it like going around the floor and feeling people's feet, and then attaching to people who are going to give it more energy. Okay. This thing, now the only way to really get rid of something like that is to do like a banishing ritual of some kind, possibly like using, well, there's different things that could be used, but somebody who knows what they're doing would need to go in and actually banish this thing. But right now it's just, it comes alive, and it's got its own consciousness. Okay. It's a negative thought form that has developed over time. I saw that thing again, but this new guy that's coming in to the house, that force field around him, he's impenetrable. This thing is not going to be able to touch him. Probably doesn't even want to, but it's not going to be able to touch him. I did get that this man is going to be in the House for about 2 terms, and then he may move on to the Senate if he wants to continue in politics, or he may just go back home and, go back to whatever he was doing before. But he's going to be in there for about 2 terms in the House. All right. He will be elected this year, dark hair, Midwest. Okay, heavily involved with committee hearings. And that's what I got on him. And so basically nobody should underestimate the new people coming in as freshmen, because some of them are powerhouses and they're there to do a job, and it's almost like a calling that they have. And this man in particular, it's a divine calling. And he's going to be heavily involved in the spin-off congressional hearings and investigations that are going to be coming off of what's revealed coming up. There's going to be, we're not done having hearings and all that. It's going to get going, but the tables are turning. It's not going to be like a good old boys club, fake, phony, and false, like Adam Schiff and his gang, trying to dig up things that aren't really there and make mountains out of stuff that is irrelevant really in the big picture. These are going to be real investigations, real crimes, real things uncovered, and I get a good feeling about it. Okay. So that's what I have for what's coming up. It made me excited that there are some things moving, and I think this week is going to be a big, important week. It felt really good. Look for maybe Tuesday for things to really begin to crumble on some levels, but it's going to be like a release, and it's going to feel good to a lot of people that have been maybe waiting for, when is this going to happen? When is this going to happen? Look for that to begin soon. Okay, that's what I wanted to share. Anyway, I hope you all are doing well, and we'll catch you next time on Intuitive Edge. Bye for now.